Haider, welcome to PharmacommsTV and thanks for joining us. We had a really good panel discussion earlier on at i4Pharma here in London. Can you share your thoughts from that about the modern customer?
If you compare our industry to other industries, the complexity is the multiplicity of stakeholders, and also depending on how do you look at it from different functions, the definition is different. Or the priority of how to serve those stakeholders becomes different. If you talk to medical, obviously they want to serve the clinical practice differently than commercial, right? So that makes it complicated. But if you take a step back and you say, okay, what is a customer, whatever the definition is, looking at in a very complex field, sometimes we try to bring a simple answer and simple customer experience to complex field. And the solution that I'm finding is you have to create this multiplicity of solutions that comes at the same time, that makes sense, orchestrated somehow. We talk a lot about orchestrating a customer experience. Then this is where I feel this customer, not a problem, but the customer challenge will come.
You've been involved in some great campaigns, as has Ferring. Can you talk about one that was innovative and what were your takeaways from that?
Yeah, so the one that at Ferring I truly liked when we decided that as a company trying to create a moving campaign that is conveying our purpose, making sure that we hit all our targeted audience, potential candidates, doctors, nurses, patients, payers, everyone, employees, So we said, let's do it through the eyes of the corporate brand, because everyone sees the logo on the building, everyone that has a meeting with the doctor see it. They don't see just the name of the guy, they see a Ferring representative. So we said, instead of recreating a brand, and sometimes what I say to my marketeers is that it's not because you create a new website that is scientifically enabled with content and so on. For me, I see it as a new brand. It's just a new brand online. But if we do it through the eyes of the corporate brand, then it creates consistency. It creates a conversation. So we created a conversation called Project Family that was just a way to, if you can look at it on social media, we activated there. But the Project Family was more than just a small campaign. It is a conversation. So we started it, I think, end of 2017, and we decided that it is a conversation that should not stop. We want to trigger it, and if we do a good job, it will be owned by someone. And we will be pleased even if our competition takes it, We had a hashtag Project Family, and we said, we just want to be the one igniting it. And what happened is created like a movement. Inside the company, people started to say, we like what you do now. People see what I'm doing in my daily job. So that was a good feedback. And then on our congresses, symposium, people started to look at us saying, this is fresh, authentic. So the tonality of it was right. And it didn't require to create a new brand. It just conveyed the purpose of the corporate brand, which then cascaded to all our therapeutic areas and, of course, the product we were serving.
How important is patient centricity when it comes to pharma communications? Working with partners, and what mix of content can bring added value to the patient?
We need to create the experiences, whatever they are, services or products, with the patient in mind. But somehow I felt in the last 10 years we were using the patient centricity just as a word to say we are okay, we are doing the right thing. We just put it on a slide, it's patient centric. But what will be for me more important is that if we do a good job, first of all, with what we have in control, with our clinical practice, and this is the people we see more, then by listening to them, listening and being reactive and creating the best set of clinical data and products for them to do their job, in a way that's also included in that patient centricity mindset, because the value chain is connected somehow. So I would say patient centricity, yes, if you keep it as a purpose in your mindset, in your back of your mind. Just running projects for the sake of having a portfolio of patient-centric projects, then I feel weird. Why should we name it? It should be obvious in the DNA of what we do. So that's kind of the caveats I'm putting on the table sometimes. we should not even call it, like in the panel I was talking, like we should not even call a digital strategy. There is no digital strategy. There is just a strategy that is providing value, maybe fueled by some digital tactics. Same goes for me for patient-centric activities.